Greetings, beings. My name is Wa, if you don't already know, and I'm coming to you from the spiritual streets with another video. In this video, we will be talking, and anything that you would like to add in this conversation, please do let me know in the comments, because I would appreciate a community build. So, woman can change the world. I once read in some literature by Yogi Bhajan, which, besides the Most High God, Yogi Bhajan was like my first spiritual teacher. So, yeah, in this literature, he mentioned how everything that men do is for a woman. And just basically talking about the relationship and the evolution of the male and how it's connected to the woman. So, this is very powerful. I am not sure if most women know how powerful it truly is. Excuse me. Put my lemon drink down. I'm not sure if many women know how powerful our position on the planet really is. So, giving thanks to the Most High God for sharing this space and this information with me so that I can be a channel of clarity, love, healing, and empowerment in this now and in the forever. So, here we go. Women have the ability to create worlds. I don't just mean in the context of giving birth to children, but in giving birth to realities. We have so much over sexualization in our society currently. March 12th, 2021. So much over sexualization. You go on Instagram, all you see is sisters with their booty out, their breasts out, flaunting their beautiful, magnificent bodies. But then you have all these men trying to put a dollar value on these bodies. Trying to put a dollar value on a body. And actually approaching. I've gotten messages on Instagram and Bigo and Facebook asking, could they be my sugar daddy? And I'm like, do you know how motherfucking sour that really is? There's nothing sweet about that. It's fucking sour, damn mold, nasty, disgusting. People don't realize how disgusting this practice is because it's been normalized. Like how when somebody when they live in a reality where, using a drug that changes their brain function is normal, then it's normal to them. Excuse me. And it's just what they do. So this over sexualization, sexual exploitation has just become so normal, so normalized. All these women got their booty out and their breasts out, and they'll even do videos where they making food and then they'll just start twerking. And then you have these men saying, hey, I got these dollars for you, ho. You need a sugar daddy? But then people want to be respected. Women want to be respected, not disrespected. Getting a little hot. Women want to be respected, not disrespected. So we are the creators of the world. We birth realities. We birth worlds. So what this means is that when we are over sexualizing ourselves, showing everybody our beautiful naked body parts every time they go on the internet, we are generating this consciousness of dollar worth to body. This is why you see all these messages from all these sour daddies, all these mold daddies. I'm just trying to think of something nasty that don't nobody want to fuck with. Like, sours and bitters are actually healthy for the body. So, well, maybe sugar daddy's accurate because, sugar's deadly. Anyways, so don't get me wrong. I'm not saying that women are the problem in creating this imbalance in society. What I'm saying is that woman can change the society. Woman can change the world by valuing their bodies and not projecting an image that their body is worth $1 value. Because I don't know if it's some type of psychological thing to where they're just like, oh, I'm willing to pay X amount of money for that. And I get it. Some people will always be perverted, even if you have your clothes on, because I'm dressed like this on my shit and then they still inboxing me. But I still believe and know that women, we have the power to change the world, change the reality, and demand respect, create respect. And I think that it starts with eliminating all this over sexualization, all this sexual exploitation. Why every time we got to go on the internet, we got to see your booty? Why every time we got to go on the internet, we got to see your beautiful booty? Why? Isn't that something that's supposed to be sacred for you and your partner? Which brings me to my next point of social projection, social status. Women should be seen and revered and honored as divine beings and not sexual objects. So if everybody's always presenting themselves as a sexual object, then that just keeps the whole cycle rolling of sexual exploitation and seeing women as sexual toys. If everybody is just always showing their body, showing their cookies and their beautiful goods, that they've been blessed with, then it just continues that cycle. We can change that. We want to be seen, known, and respected as divine beings. What does this mean? Why? It doesn't mean that, we think that we are so perfect, holier than thou, and no flaw or mistakes or any of that bullshit. That's not what I'm talking about. We're all here on the planet learning and growing. And, everybody has their karma, their things, and their moments, and their monsters and their shadows and their lower selves that they have to elevate out of. But I'm talking about our society, our future, the world that we want our children to grow up in. A reality where women are being respected and prided and honored for their minds. Like, we go on the social media and we see all these geniuses. Everybody just promoting how genius they are. Everybody promoting how genius they are. And not how big their booty is. Then it will be less over sexualization, less men thinking that they can just offer some dollars for that. Less men thinking that, that's, what the woman is for. More men seeing woman as genius, as divine. Honoring and respecting that energy and that presence. Because that's what they see. There's so much power in what we see. There's so much power in what we see. There's so much power in what we feed ourselves with our eyes. So when you have people looking at boobs and breasts and booties all day, they thinking about sex. But if they turn on that damn social media and all they see is all these women, showing how genius they are, then that's what's going to be on their mind. Wow. How can I contribute to that? I want to be a part of that genius. All types of amazingness can birth from that. I'm getting hot. All types of amazingness can birth from that. The reality where we turn on the social media and everybody don't got their booty and their boobs out, shaking their booty. The reality where everybody is just being celebrated. They're celebrating themselves. This is a self-love journey channel. So everybody's celebrating their self-love, which means that they don't have to show their body because their body is sacred. When you love your body, you don't need to show it to everybody because everybody can't touch it any goddamn ways. And then they won't be thinking that they can touch it. So, woman, we have the power to create realities, to birth realities. And I think that we can start with less public nudity, less over sexualization. I believe in y'all. I mean, I know that there's so much more to you than your beautiful, voluptuous body. I know that you are intelligent. I know that you are gifted. I know that you have so much that you can share for humanity, for the children, besides your breasts and your booty. Because they watching. They modeling. They're absorbing. They're like, okay, so this is what this world is about. Now, what's my role in this world going to be? They meditating on that. What is my place in this world going to be? This is what the youth is thinking. So y'all saying that y'all want the youth to be thinking that their place in the world is having a wet, expensive ass fucking pussy for sale? What the fuck? That don't even make any sense. It's just bullshit. It's bullshit. I mean, it's just like, it's the lower self. It's the lower chakra. All that, collective lust energy. And we could do so much better than that. Because honestly, think about the children. Do you want? No, you don't. You don't want your children to grow up in a world where all people care about is seeing their breasts and their booty. You don't want your children to think that shit is fucking cool for everybody to just be looking at their nakedness all over the world, over sexualizing them in their minds, thinking about doing stuff to them. Now, I'm not saying that people ain't gonna think about stuff, because they do, but when Yogi Bhajan taught that when women dress that way, it's a certain energy that is projected on them, and there is truth in that. There's truth in that. And we have the power to put some fucking clothes on. We have the power to put some clothes on and showcase our genius, showcase our divinity, showcase our intelligence. Like, to be popular, people shouldn't have to get naked. They should just be brilliant as fuck. So bright. So intelligent. So genius. So amazing. Like, cultivating these fruits, these spiritual fruits, these gifts. I really don't think the Most High God has all of us divine beings here to masquerade around half naked for sexual fantasies and people to, petition for sugar daddies. Absolutely not. No. We're here to elevate the planet because the Most High God is in us, and that's what needs to be done. So we can start by putting on some clothes. Think about how you would want your daughter to be. What type of, do you want your children and your children's children to feel like their objective is to be naked on social media? Like it's a high objective to get naked on social media? Really? Do you I don't think so. I don't think that is what we want for the children, for the future. For them to think that there's a value in being naked on social media. That's respectable. I know. We have a right to be free and do what we want with our bodies, but we have a responsibility to what we are teaching and what we are creating. So if we want a society where we are seen as divine beings, as geniuses, instead of sexual toys and sexual objects, then maybe we need to wear clothes. Maybe that would help. I think it would help. I do. For young women to see this is popular, to see that this is, something that will get them lots of likes and lots of attention. And oh my God, for them to even be in that projection and for this to be being modeled to them by the elders that are supposed to be the teachers, that are supposed to be the way showers and the guides. We have a responsibility for these beautiful beings to see that they can be something more than a naked sex being, than a naked sexual toy, than a naked sexual object, than more than somebody's fantasy, more than, all of that sexual objectification, all of that sexualization. They could be so much more than that. They need to see that. They need to know that. That needs to be popular. That needs to be all over the social media. Not nakedness. Oh yeah, this bikini with a string in the booty. Y'all don't want y'all children to do that. And if you do, I don't even know what to say to you, because this is like, come on now. No. So that's what I have to say, world. We out here in these spiritual streets, and we need to come correct, because the youth are watching us. They're watching us. It doesn't mean we're going to be perfect. Doesn't mean we're not going to make mistakes. But we could at least put some motherfucking clothes on and stop popping our booties all around all the goddamn time. And making this shit fucking normal. Just to be fucking naked and having a damn sugar daddy and using people for their fucking money and putting a dollar sign on the damn body. Let me see. My non-profanity version. Here we go. So, my mom had a potty mouth, and I remember for a long time I was like, I'm not going to say no curse words, and I didn't use any profanity for like years. I was just like, I am not ghetto, and I was so proud. And then I met somebody and they pissed me off, and I was like, it just came out. Like it was just stored in the DNA. So, we can do this. We can change the world. We can birth a new reality. And I give props to all of the goddesses, the empresses, the sisters out there that are living in their genius, living in their mastery, creating their reality where they have built a value of their intellect, writing books, and just doing all this magnificent work to elevate humanity. And it has nothing to do with how big their booty is, because they want their children to grow up in a world where people are valued and respected for so much greater and so much more. Much props to all of the goddesses that's showing us how it's done. Like I say in my song, they're showing me. I'm learning from them. I see elders that are doing what they're supposed to do. And it's amazing. And I'm grateful. And they make me feel so happy and validated, because it's like, yes, that's what we're supposed to be doing. This is what I needed to see. This is what we are supposed to be seeing. I don't need to go on the social media and see all those, beautiful booties and breasts, because it's just not necessary. Because honestly, like, do you just want me to walk up to you and start talking about how beautiful your breasts and your booty is? No, you want somebody to get to know you and discover that you have a beautiful personality, that you have a beautiful mind, so put some clothes on. Like, make that shit popular. Make wearing clothes popular so that, the children can see how popular it is, and then they can mimic that because it's important. It's important for them to see a reality where women are the divine feminine, being praised and loved and valued for the divine presence that they are bringing forth on the planet, helping humanity, and just being the best that they could be, but without all of the over sexualization, without all of the just all of the unnecessary nakedness. Plain and simple, without all of the unnecessary nakedness. Because we don't want the babies to keep seeing that and just be their aspiration. Like, I can't wait till I'm old enough to go on there and put on my bikini because I'm cute too. Come on now. No. We want the babies to see you on there sharing your genius. We know the Most High is a genius to create your body like that, for sure. But we want the children to go on there and see your genius so that they can see and know, like, yes. And I know where I fit into this world because I have a genius too. Not them looking forward to sexual exploitation, being half naked, and then wondering why the men are coming at them a certain way. And like I said earlier, I know some of them will still be that way. But guess what? If there's no market, there's no buyers. If we're not creating this reality, then they got to step up. They got to change, which brings me back to what Yogi Bunyan was saying, that what every man does is for a woman. So if you have all the women in society clothing themselves and just being the divine beings that they're supposed to be, then the men got to step up on that level. They can't come with no sugar daddy, nothing, because there wouldn't be no market for that. Wouldn't be no market for it. That they would have to be coming on a whole nother level. Well, I got this invention. What I was thinking was, and like some real shit though. Like just all of these geniuses and all this magnificence and everything just creating more than sexual objectification. Creating a society that's about the brain and not the pussy. Yes, magnificent. Life comes from there. But it needs to be respected, honored, sacred. So, like Yogi Bunyan said, everything a man does has to do something to do with a woman. And he broke it down very eloquently and very beautifully. And he was a man, an elevated man. And if we project ourselves in the world to the best of our ability as divine beings instead of sexual objects, then the society will be molded that way. Not saying everybody got to look like a nun. What I'm saying is that if we don't over-sexualize ourselves and make ourselves sexual objects, then there's no market for that. They have to do something else. They have to be something else. Something else will be created that is relative to woman. being in their natural authenticity, all of their diverse magnificence. So much diverse magnificence that has nothing to do with them being naked. So many fruits will come from that. A new reality. Woman, birth, reality. So, your YouTube homegirl, spiritual cousin, friend. Any foes out there? Just playing. That's what I had to say in this video. I receive DMs from people so desperate to just give their money away. Can I please have some of your time? No! Go read a book. Damn. That shit is just ridiculous. Like begging. Begging to give their money away. Nah. If we create another image, then they have to act differently. They have to be something else. They have to elevate. We elevate the society. We elevate and create the society. We elevate and create the society. So, when we are fully clothed and focused on our genius and sharing our genius, then they got to be on that level. They got to come with that. Whatever, they just got to be in alignment with that. But right now, the energy and the projection is the booty, the breast, over sexualization. How much can I pay you for that? How much can I pay you for your time? So I can see that. No. We can cleanse all that away. We can clothe it away. Put some clothes on. We can clothe it away. And elevate the society. And they're going to have to come with something different. They're going to have to be different. They're going to elevate. People are going to elevate. Oh, wow, there might still be some stragglers, some low vibration. We ain't talking about that. We're talking about the majority. Right now, the majority of people on social media are parading their body, their nakedness. It's popular. See my booty? See my breast? When it will be popular to show how genius you are, to show how intelligent you are. Your body has clothes on it. Your brain is on just magnificence. Your heart is just super full of love and divinity. So, that's what I gotta say in this video. We need to put some clothes on because the babies is watching. We want them to have higher aspirations than getting on social media and being naked. Right? We want them to have higher aspirations than thinking of themselves as a monetary value for some sexual pleasure. It's disgusting that these people are inboxing me. I will pay you this amount. Ew, go away. No. We can elevate the world, woman. We can elevate the world, goddesses. We can elevate the world, queens. We can elevate the world. We can create and rebirth a new reality where you're being respected for your genius and not overly sexualized for your body, not seen as a sexual object, not seen as something that somebody can just pay and throw some dollar bills at. That's disrespectful. Fucking dirty ass money for it's not worth it. So that shouldn't even be a negotiation. The body, the sacred space, should just be for your divine reflection, for your husband, for your partner. The whole world doesn't need to see it. For what? Excuse me. My peppermint oil. The whole world doesn't need to see it. Yes, it's beautiful. Yes, it's magnificent, but it should be held in reverence and respect. So, woman, we will rebirth a new reality where women have made it popular to share their talents and their genius with their clothes on. With the clothes on. So that they are seen for that. And the masculine energy will grow to be in alignment with that. Because if a woman is respecting herself and respecting her body, then the masculine energy has to change itself to even be on the same level as that. Because if you have elevated your being and your standard to being fully clothed, can't nobody be coming at you talking about nothing that's out of alignment. And if they do, then it would just be such a rare thing. Like they don't even want to do that in public anymore because it's embarrassing. They would feel so embarrassed because it's not popular. It's not normalized. So then they would just really be trying to just change that. Like, wait a minute, they're feeling this way, but they know it's not, the way that it's supposed to be because they're supposed to honor these divine feminine and respect them. Not seeing them as sexual objects for sexual acquisition. Change the whole thing. Not sexual slaves or maids, but divine beings. What they see all the time will affect their reality and their mind. Think about it. What we see is what we focus on. So when they see women with their clothes on all the time, loving and respecting themselves, showcasing their genius and their talents without being naked, then it's a new reality. A beautiful place for the future, for the children. And a place where the men are being respectful. And they know that this divine being does not give a care about any sugar daddy, nothing. And they would already know that would just be an improper proposal. So they would just be coming with something else because there would be no market for that. No market. It's not popular. So, wishing everybody lots of self-love and elevation. This is the Self-Love Journey channel. This has been a wonderful conversation with your spiritual sister Wa, and keep loving yourselves, elevating yourselves, and y'all, if you out there and you want somebody, don't do witchcraft on them. Don't do no love spell, none of that stuff. Have some self-love, self-respect. If you love yourself and you respect yourself, you don't need to try to manipulate anybody's free will. You got better things to do because you want something that's truly, really for you. Something that wants you to, that you don't have to mentally capture or captivate. Like, they already need to be naturally captivated. Naturally. Just naturally. Like, meant to be naturally. Not, ooh, let me just manipulate this energy and let me, I'm gonna, sprinkle some honey and do this and they're gonna love me. No! That's not self-love. Let them love you if they naturally want to. Love yourself. Respect yourself. Don't try to project your will upon anyone else. If it's meant for them to be attracted to you, they will be attracted to you. Sometimes people just need patience. They all on fast forward. And sometimes people just need to be respectful and respect themselves and respect others, because it's just unnecessary and ridiculous to want to acquire somebody in that manner. Let me see how much power I have to manipulate this person. Spiritually grow up already. That's immature. It's spiritually immature. Am I saying I'm the most spiritually mature? No, I'm not, nigga. But what I am saying is that, that's inappropriate. I'm spiritually mature enough to know that shit. So, I gotta go. And if you are interested in getting some little special notifications to know when your spiritual friend Wa is back with another video, hit the subscribe button and you will be notified. And thank you for tuning in. Let me know in the comments how you feel. And please do share this video, share some love, because women need to know that they have the power to rebirth a reality where their daughters and their daughters' daughters are thinking about how genius they are instead of about how big their booty is or their breasts, and wanting to objectify it and promote it on social media. We can do better, and we will do better. I believe in y'all. I believe that Y'all really want to put some clothes on, and y'all really want to be respected for the genius that you are, for the heart that you have, for the love that is inside of you. So keep elevating and loving yourself, and nobody's saying that, we need to be perfect or, as they say, holier than thou or anything like that. What I am saying is that we can make the world a so much more beautiful place for the youth by being great examples of people that know how to wear their clothes and share their genius instead of sharing their nakedness. Sharing their genius instead of sharing their nakedness. Let's make that popular, y'all. I want to go on social media and just see all these amazing genius sisters. Like, that's just what they're focused on. Like, how amazing they are. All of their creations. Instead of the objectification of their body, the sexualization. We can eliminate all that perversion, all that lust, because we're giving them something else to focus on. Well, wow, they'll still have pornography. Well, we got to get rid of that shit too. One step at a time. Can we put some clothes on and make it popular to have clothes on so that the children, aspire to be popular with their clothes on? Peace, love, and light.